Welcome to a new episode. Today we are going to discover the Peanuts strip from October 17th, 1950. This strip is a small masterpiece of subtle humor in which Charles Schulz manages to show us in just a few vignettes the interactions between two characters, Patty and Charlie Brown. Let's get ready to find out what makes this strip so funny and see how Schulz turns an ordinary moment into something extraordinary. In today's strip, we see Patty, one of the early Peanuts characters, intent on jumping on one foot. Charlie Brown watches her puzzled, trying to figure out what she is doing. After a few jumps, Patty responds in her own way, with a simple but effective joke. It sounds like a corny scene, but Patty's response and Charlie Brown's reaction reveal much more. In the first vignette, the scene opens with Patty leaping forward on one foot. The background is simple, as is typical of Schulz's style during this period, but this minimalism helps focus attention on Patty's gesture. She appears to be playing something similar to the game of hopscotch. This type of game was very popular in the 1950s, and Schulz uses it to convey a sense of innocence and simplicity. In the second vignette, Patty continues to jump quietly with the same concentration. Her determination is even more evident. The action continues without dialogue, creating an anticipation of what is really happening. This choice by Schulz not to insert lines right away allows readers to focus on the characters' movements, highlighting the visual aspect of the narrative. In the third vignette, at this point, Charlie approaches and asks Patty, "Hopscotch?" Charlie tries to name Patty's activity, interpreting what he sees. The question is innocent, but it demonstrates Charlie Brown's tendency to want to understand and make sense of everything around him. This character trait reflects Charlie's introspection and insecurity, which always seeks a logical interpretation, even in simple things. In the fourth vignette, Patty responds simply, "Sore toe." With this response, Patty interrupts Charlie's interpretation by displacing him, highlighting what he is feeling as he jumps, as if to say that the game is not as harmless as it seems. The response is almost surreal, as it turns an innocent action into something unexpected, playing on the contrast between Charlie's question and the reality of the facts. Here, Schulz demonstrates his ability to create comedy through unexpected situations and dry answers. Patty's simplicity reflects the typical spontaneity of children, who often respond without too many filters. This strip is a perfect representation of Schulz's poetics. Everyday life, with its little misunderstandings and surprises, becomes something universal and funny. Patty and Charlie Brown, in this exchange of jokes, show us how ironic it can be to try to interpret other people's behavior without knowing why. Schulz had an innate talent for capturing the essence of human interactions, and in these few vignettes, he makes us smile precisely because of their simplicity and their ability to be so real. It doesn't matter if we're talking about a sore toe or a hopscotch game. The beauty of the Peanuts is precisely in the way they remind us that life is made up of little moments like these. Thank you for following this analysis. And how do you interpret it? Let us know below in the comments.
If you enjoyed yourselves, subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and activate the little bell to stay updated, and see you next, friends.